money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. 220 on me, Hessel and Grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hating no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. On pack, this ain't talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and this 5L, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running bank pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. 220 on me, Hessel and Grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hating no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it.
hours, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them uppercats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump, alright? They gonna click 911, all over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. Yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talking, put them in the stand. You keep walking, unless you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold on. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Now.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word of mouth.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
To throw, it's Milton. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Get up, Dragon 60, 7, Panther 60, pass, go.
Now Milton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Buccaneers at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. Milton. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Lane, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Wright. Call it no gain that time, but they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do. Because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Cougar 19, ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Maverick. Warriors, left step, Viking 18.
Here's Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Milton. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 70 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
18, Dragon 60, Cougar 19.
Throwing is Milton. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Vikings.
Here's Milton now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now a give, running left is right. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Wright with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Strike. 60 back. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Come on, set, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Ready? Ninth, Viking, 18.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
79 Broncos. 18 Rams.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway in the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Dragon 6, Cup 19, Cup.
Back to throw. Milton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go. 70 Rangers.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Nice shot. Run. 180. Yo.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Ready? Go right here. Report. Sit hot.
Throwing is Jackson. Right side to Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian Watson from 8 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hold the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Go street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Buffalo, wait. Here we go. Stop.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 6. That's good for a first down.
Cougar
First and
19.
10 at the 38-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
First down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
19, Charger, 19. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Milton. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Milton. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Milton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've caused big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Milton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with
Poses.